Put the car in neutral. That is the answer to the critical, life-threatening situation of unintended acceleration. You put your foot on the brake doesn't work, and the gas pedal goes to the floor. What are you going to do? Put the car in neutral. I'm an eye surgeon and safety advocate. This is a passion of mine, and I'm a car nut as well. And please share this video. Share this information. If you can't share the video, share the information. If you quiz people in your family, your teen drivers, adult drivers, people in your circle, your coworkers, friends, etc., ask them the question. Here's the scenario. You put your foot on the brake, brakes don't work, gas pedal's on the floor. You're accelerating hard. What do you do? That answer needs to be quick, and the answer needs to be put the car in neutral. Putting it in neutral decouples, disconnects the power from the engine transmission to the drive wheels. That is what neutral does. Toyota 15, 20 years ago had a massive problem with unintended acceleration. 89 people were killed, 500 or more than 500 were injured. Numerous claims, class action claims and so forth that Toyota lost. And it was found that floor mats getting under the brake pedal and on top of the gas pedal was one scenario where it happened, where people put the foot on the brake, wouldn't work, wedged on top of the gas pedal, and horrific 911 calls made. Nobody's putting the car in neutral. A 911 operator dispatched the police to come out, and I'm waiting to hear, put the car in neutral. And that never came, and 911 was not trained to do that. It's not her fault, but fact is, you need to know this, and these things have happened. Audi had that problem back in the 80s, where people literally just put their foot on the wrong pedal. They hit the gas pedal instead of the brake. Even in that situation, put the car in neutral. That is the answer to that question. Most recently, Volvo, just a few weeks ago, had this happen, where brake pedal is not working, gas pedal goes to the floor, guy crashed off into a field. He was not injured badly, I don't believe, but I didn't read anywhere in that entire story where he tried to put the vehicle in neutral. Putting it in neutral is the answer to disconnect the power to the wheels. Volvo now has a 40,000 unit recall because of this, and that was electronic. That was not brake pedal. How do you put the car in neutral? Well, that's easy. Everybody knows how to put the car in neutral. Not so fast. Okay, let's do a demonstration here. This is an old school 2019 Honda Ridgeline. Mechanical gear selection. We're in drive, doing 70 miles an hour. Gas pedal goes to the floor. I'm in neutral. Just decoupled the power from the drive wheels. Many cars today don't have a mechanical lever that operates the transmission. It's an electronic control module. You're operating a wireless mouse. There is no mechanical connection whatsoever, and they're all different. You have half a click to the bottom, half a click to the top, half click left, half click right, push a button, lift up the gear selector, not all the way but halfway. Putting cars in neutral when there's electronic selections and they're all different, it's not nearly as simple as you think. You just borrowed your buddy's pickup truck to go to Lowe's. You have the same scenario. How do you put it in neutral? You have no idea. You just rented a car at the airport 2 weeks ago. Unintended acceleration. How do you put it in neutral? That needs to be figured out. And this is not an epidemic, but when it happens, the results can be deadly. And so you need to know these things. Put it in neutral, but how do you put it in neutral, especially if it's electronic? Speaking of electronic, gas pedals today, there is no car sold in the United States, and most cars around the world have any mechanical connection between the gas pedal and the engine. It's all electronic, wireless mouse. BMW invented that in 1988 on the BMW 750 V12. That was the first car with so-called drive-by-wire. That was electronic throttle control. Electronic. They're all like that today. So when gas pedals going to the floor, well, how does that happen? It's electronic. So it's not a mechanical thing at all. This is electronic. Now, as a final resort, desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got this car you're not familiar with. Brakes aren't working, gas pedal's on the floor, and you are doing 105 miles an hour. At 60 miles an hour, you're moving 88 feet per second. 3 seconds, you've gone almost the length of a football field. At 100 miles an hour, in 2 seconds, you have gone the length of a football field. 2 seconds. 1,000. 1,000. You've just won a football field. That's why it's so important to know to get that car put in neutral as quickly as possible. You don't have that kind of time. You can't run the algorithms. Full panic mode is not the time to figure this out. But you got this car, you can't get it in neutral. Desperate times, desperate measures. Turn the car off. Literally, just turn the key. There's no keys. Most cars are push button start these days. How do you do that? Well, let's look at this. We're going to start. Just started that. And now you just turned it off. And people driving those Toyotas were expecting that to happen when they were doing 70 miles an hour, 80 miles, 90, 100, 105, 130 down the freeway. There's a fail-safe built into that where it will not turn off if you're going down the freeway and you just push the button like I did. People were expecting it to turn off as if they just parked in their garage. That's not going to happen. You had to hold it in for about 4 or 5 seconds. And people reported, I tried to turn it off. I tried to hit the button. It wouldn't turn off. It wouldn't shut off. You had to hold it in 4 or 5 seconds. That's why it's so critical for you to share this information with people. Again, share the video with everybody you know. Again, if you can't share the video, please share the information with them. My page is all about safety, entertainment, education. And if we can get this information out to people, it's going to happen again to somebody. 300 million cars in the United States, 8 billion people in the world. It's going to happen to somebody again. And hopefully, people know what to do when these things develop, and they can take care of this and prevent injuries and deaths. Y'all stay tuned. God bless. I'll see you on the next one.